Hey everybody, another interview. Tonight we have Eva Lin on the show. Very stoked to have you on the show. Thank you for being on. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm excited about this because I've looked at a whole lot of pictures of you today.
Yeah.
It's research. Research is all it is. Um, well, first, let's just get right into you. Where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from the Philippines, but I came here when I was 9 years old, and I grew up in San Francisco, California.
So let's just get straight to the point. You were born a male. You are.
Hmm.
Do you consider yourself a male?
No.
No, you consider yourself a female, obviously. Then, right?
Yes.
Okay. You do adult videos as well, correct? This is
Yes, I am.
this is your profession.
Yes. I am in the porn industry.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
I've been in porn for about 8 months. Eight
Um,
months now?
8 months. Oh, okay, cool. That's not very long.
No.
No. How have you
I'm
found
a
it?
newbie.
Yeah, you are right. How have you found this new job? I guess.
How did I find it?
No. How do you find it? Like, do you like it, or is this something that you're like really excited about, or?
I like it. I mean, I definitely have had friends who were in the industry before I got into it, so I know what I was getting myself into, and I love it.
I noticed that you have this website and all. Is that's relatively new?
Yes, it just launched last week.
And how many videos have you done?
Just all together,
Yeah, like
I
movies.
I don't know.
A
I
lot
I
of
don't
movies.
track a
Oh,
lot of
okay,
movies.
okay.
Yeah,
And everybody can find them there, right?
yeah,
Okay. Let's talk. Let's just talk about you before the porn industry. I guess. Have you done anything? Did you want to be an actress?
I do. I do.
So you do.
I do love acting. I want to get into mainstream acting eventually. I don't know, but you know, I'm trying to get myself out there.
I just got an email from your publicist, your PR people, and they just said, hey, I got. They just made it seem as if we were scheduled to do this on the 17th. Did you think it was the 17th or today? Today.
It's
You knew
today.
it was today, right? Yeah, me too. Just that's I was on the same page. I don't know what I'll talk. I'll email them back after. Um,
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with that. Um, when I got the email from them setting this interview up, they told me, "Oh, we got to get it on. We got to, can I get a date? Can I get a date to do this because you had something going on with Comedy Central?" Is that
Well, no, it's just something, kind of under the radar right now.
so we can't talk about it? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, should I not put this part of the interview on TV? Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but someone there contacted me to do something,
Okay.
just an appearance,
Okay. That's
basically.
kind of exciting. Um, so you want to do mainstream stuff. So obviously you haven't done anything mainstream.
No, not yet.
Um, I looked on I looked on YouTube, like basically all day. Okay, I woke up this morning. I don't really do much research for these interviews because I kind of like them to seem very like, "Hey, I just met you. How's it going?" And I try to keep it like that. And so I do a little bit of research though. Like I try to click on as many links, Google you and all that stuff. I went to YouTube and I found I went to your Tumblr. You're kind of everywhere. Um, I want to talk to you about this Bogota, Colombia trip that you took. If that's okay with you.
Yeah,
Why did you go to
yeah, that's
Bogota?
fine. Hold on, just one second.
Hmm.
What was that?
Why did you go to Bogota? And what did you just move?
I went there to go visit some friends, and well, you wanted to talk to me about the whole video,
Well,
the incident that happened?
the one in customs when you're returning.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I'm trying to get to. What? Let's
Oh,
just
okay.
okay. Let's just talk about. Well, first I wanted to ask you in Bogota. In this little, you did a little thing from the cab talking about how you got your teeth done, and you had your. Is that why? Is that one of the reasons why you went there?
Yeah, I went there to get some dental work done, get my wisdom teeth taken out and stuff like that. And And I visited some friends, just did a little bit of traveling over there. And when I came back, I got questioned by customs. I mean, it wasn't just like, oh, what were you doing in Colombia? It was like, oh, let us search everything that you have. Let us look through your phone, your computer, and all that. And it was pretty intense.
How,
Mhm.
what did they? How did they make you feel when doing it? Did they make you feel bad?
They made me feel so violated after they did it. And, because I have porn pictures of myself on my phone. And, because I link all my pictures to my phone. I have an iPhone. And so they look through my pictures, and all my documents say that I'm female. So when they seen my triple X pictures on my phone, they were totally shocked, and they were like, this was in Houston, Texas. So they're like, okay, so are you a boy or a girl? Like they just couldn't understand what was going on.
Does that happen to you a lot? I mean, obviously, right? I mean, I looking at you and I see a female. There's nothing about you, like looking at you right here, that screams like, oh, there's something, there's maleness here. Until you pull out your dick, right? And
Yeah.
it's all over the internet. Come on, I've seen it a bunch of times. Um,
Yeah.
you went to the airport. I happen to have for a long time. I used to make this magazine that was very critical about a lot of government shit, and I was on the no-flies list for a long time, so I know how you feel about going in and out of the border. Like I was asked once going to Mexico. I walked across the border in El Paso into Mexico, and I was asked questions by the Mexican people about
What happened?
what I was gonna do, why I was coming into Mexico. Like they were concerned. I don't know why. I told them. I got kind of taken aside. They asked me the questions. Happens to me every time I fly too. They always have to like double check. So when I yeah, I've had to show my butthole to fucking TSA people before. Um,
Yeah.
do you get discrimination a lot?
I, I don't know because, I go in anywhere and nobody bothers me. But I've had discrimination happen to me a lot in the past when I was working a 9 to 5 job,
That's funny. What kind of
working
jobs
with
have you done?
the general public, basically.
What kind of I hesitate to say regular job. What other jobs have you done other than pornography?
I was a load planner at the San Francisco International Airport. I was working for All Nippon Airways and Nippon Cargo Airlines. I was in charge of the weight and balance of the cargo aircrafts.
Well, that's some high tech stuff.
It was pretty simple. It's all computer stuff.
Okay. Um, you talked about going through the customs and then having to be like, hey, my papers say I'm a female and I have a dick, right? And that's where people really freak out, right? Is when they see the picture and they go, wait, how do we do this? Do you are you do you want to remove your penis, or are you happy with it? Like you happy with you, like that?
I don't know. I can't really. I mean, I think eventually I will. It crosses my mind that I want to have a vagina, or I'll think, why wasn't I born just, completely female? Because that's how I feel. I don't even feel like I'm a transsexual. I feel like I'm, genetically a woman, and I'm a special girl. But yeah, I think eventually I'll get the sex change. I don't know when, but
That
I
costs a
think,
lot of money, right?
yeah, it does.
Have you does that have you? I mean, you obviously have probably done a lot of research into it. It's is it scary to have to think about that? Like, oh, what be that operation or
It's scary, but I mean, they put you to sleep and they do the whole operation. You wake up, and then next thing you know, they're just gone.
oops? Okay,
But I think that if I was to wake up and I look down and I see that it's a vagina, then I think there would be some sense of relief, I would say. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
I'd be really happy seeing a vagina down there
yeah,
instead of a penis.
I get it. I get it. I mean, I'm happy when I look down and I see whatever. Um, what was I gonna say next? I looked at a lot of dicks today. I have to admit, I went and I did a whole bunch of research, and I've seen your penis. I've seen a whole lot of penises today, because you go on these. I was looking at dicks today.
Hmm.
I got a few questions, and I've always think this is a funny one, because one of these questions I got from Twitter. Is it true that Asians have small dicks? And now right off the bat, I've always been I have a friend, Asian, Japanese cat, a giant cock. And people ask me this all the time, and I always say to them, no, it's not true. It's not all do. You know, do you find are there a lot of small cocks like in your business?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Asians, not all Asians have small cocks.
Right.
That's a stereotype that's, I mean, I think I'm pretty big.
Well, I think you have a thick dick. Like, I mean, I was like, damn. Like, you put, I don't know. First picture, I was like, fucking thick.
Yeah, but when I was in the Philippines, I've had tons of guys with huge penises. I mean, just like, whoa, where did that come from? And I've also been with Caucasian men who have really small penises. So it's not true. It's not generally true.
In the transsexual community,
Hmm.
is it a homosexual community in general?
Mm, I don't think so.
It's
I think we have our own community. Um,
in the
I know
transsexual
they say,
community. Oh, I'm sorry. Please proceed.
I know they say LGBT community,
Uh-huh.
but we kind of, in my opinion, we're separated from the transgender community is separated from everybody else, like the lesbian, gay, bisexual um, community.
In the
I think,
transsexual community, okay. In the heterosexual community, small dicks, not cool, right? In the transsexual community, I'm assuming in the transsexual community, small dicks not cool. Yes or no?
hey, that's a matter of one's opinion.
Okay. Okay. So it's
To
not a
me, it's
stigma.
not cool.
Is is
Rather
it
have a big. But if it's small, I'll work with
for a
it.
transsexual? Okay, like for a transsexual man, woman, person, because it could be either, right? Um, it doesn't matter. Is it a stigma? Like, oh, like if there's a bunch of transsexuals sitting in the locker room, are the bigger cock people going to about the small cock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like,
Like
if
small?
okay, here I am in a locker room and I have my small cock and I'm standing around with a fucking bunch of big dick dudes. All the big dick dudes are gonna go fucking. Oh, look at the small cock. Is it the same thing? No.
No.
Okay, just wondering. Okay.
If anything, it's more like, oh, look at her hips.
Okay.
Or
So
it's like very, like women.
yeah.
We don't focus on, oh, like look at that small dick girl right there.
Okay.
No, we don't. We don't even talk about
So I
that
don't.
part of us.
Oh, that's cool.
It's more
Um.
like her shoes. Ew.
Okay. It's funny. I do the same thing. Words. A lot of words bother people. What is the word that people use negatively against a transsexual that bothers you?
um, that's a man.
That's a man. When they say that's a man.
Yeah.
What about the word tranny? Does that bother you?
No,
But
it
that's a
doesn't
man.
really. I mean, it's a slang word.
Hmm.
The word she-male, the word tranny, anything that resembles the male body, like she-male. I mean, that's to me she-male. Even that's more bothersome than saying tranny.
Yeah. That's it's kind of like saying that you're some sort of hybrid or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a freak.
Look at freak. That's fucked up. Your breasts. You have large ones. When I talk to people that have augmentations, they
Hmm.
have been augmented, correct? Obviously. Um,
Yeah.
some people go in stages. Was that one time right there, or is it went one? You went to one size, then you went one more, one more, one more.
This is just one time, but I'm gonna go again.
You are. Are you addicted to it?
I go smaller.
Smaller. Oh,
Hmm.
that's cute. Not very many people say they're going to do that. Um, what else? You won awards, right?
Yes, I've won for the TS Awards. I've won Best New Phase and Best Hardcore Scene and Best Hardcore Performer.
What what did you do to win? What did you do that made you stand out in best hardcore scene?
Um, a lot of people say it was just my energy bursting through the screen, you
You
know?
glue? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've always wondered about those because they always seem kind of like the. I want to win best of something one day.
It's
Um,
just, enthusiasm. It has to really show when you're in this business.
um, have you done anything that you've not wanted to do in this business?
Um, yeah, I have.
Like, what have been the things that you?
Well, if I say it, I mean,
Oh, I guess you're gonna put someone on the
be like,
spot. Yeah.
oh, she doesn't really like doing that if I ever was to do it again on screen. But I mean, to me it's work and just like when people go to work and they don't like their work, there's days when I do something and I didn't like it.
When a dude walks up to you at a bar or at a club, wherever you're at, and um, what is the thing that most people ask you? Like my kind of thing is like if I'm like see somebody that I really like and I want to like get on, I'm always like, oh God, let me see your feet or something like that, right? What is the thing that dudes say to you?
When they go up to me at a bar,
Yeah, like what do they want? What is it about you that most dudes are attracted to?
usually they ask me, where are you from? Like you have a really exotic look.
You don't look Filipino to me.
Yeah, so
Do
when
people
people
think you're
see
Thai?
me at a bar, they're like, "Are you Thai?" Or
That's what I thought.
or some people have thought I was Brazilian, or some sort of Asian Brazilian, because there's a really dominant Asian community in Brazil now.
Yeah, I thought you
So
for
they
sure
thought
were.
I was like half Asian, half Brazilian or something.
I thought you were Thai. I didn't peg you for Filipino. That's cool. Here
Yeah.
in I live here in Hawaii, and here in Hawaii there's Filipinos galore, and you know.
I've been
Question.
to Hawaii.
What's that?
I've been to
Yeah, do
Hawaii.
you love it here?
I love
Can I
it.
ask you a Filipino question?
Yeah.
Here in Hawaii, here in Hawaii, I've lived here pretty much my whole life. I'm almost 40 years old, and do I look 40?
No.
Do I look 38?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bitch. No. Growing up here in Hawaii, when I was younger, you used to be able to like really be discriminatory against Filipinos, and nobody would say anything. And now they've sort of like the Filipinos as a nationality or a race. They have achieved here in Hawaii the ability to not be fucked with. Like there's some Filipino power here in Hawaii. Has that occurred elsewhere in the world, like in San Francisco or on the mainland? Like I don't really know what's going on there, but I know here, you used to not be able to walk around with, like a shirt that was the Filipino flag without someone going, oh, da, 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 da. And now it's like there's some serious power. Like it's like there's some brown power here, and it's not Mexican; it's Filipino power. Is that like that elsewhere?
Yeah, I think it all matters with that certain part of the world where there's that community who has a leader, of course, and tries to make an impact on that, on in wherever they are. So I know in San Francisco there's the Asian and Pacific Islander Wellness Center, and I used to volunteer for them, and we would help out with um, with rights and medical health care for Asian and Pacific Islanders in San Francisco.
In what's your family think about your decision, or your decision isn't the right word. Your life's, what is the word? You. I don't know the word. Like they are they they're Filipino? Are they Catholic?
Yes.
Are they?
So, how do they feel about my
Yeah,
transition?
there you go.
Um, they're cool with it. At first, my grandparents who raised me, it took them some time to accept it and get over it.
Hmm.
But my mom has always been supportive, and also my sister. And my mom and my sister are just the only two that matter to me, anyways. So, I mean, their opinion. So as long as I get their approval, then that's all good with me.
Oh, my intern just told me that I need to ask you. He just saw in online that their Miss Universe is decided to change the rules and allow transgender people into the contest.
Uh huh.
What do you think about that?
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Would you
think
be interested in doing something like that? Like if
totally.
yeah.
If I could lose more weight, I would.
Oh, whatever. You have to be
But I
skinnier than
love to eat, so you got to be really skinny
you have to be
in order
skinnier than
to.
you to be in Miss Universe. I don't know.
Yes,
I've never really watched that
trust
stuff.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Um. There's a few questions that I like to. Oh wait. Are there are there fat transsexuals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think that one's interesting.
Hi, it's everybody, every single one that you've
Oh
seen
no!
is
What? No,
always
I've looked. Like I said,
salted.
I've looked at a lot today, and not one picture was a fatty, like a fatty. Like you know, how, like if you go to
You should
if you go to
Google it.
okay,
Google fat transsexual.
I'm gonna do it right now while we're talking. Let's see. Should I do fat transsexual or BBW transsexual? Let's
Yeah,
see.
BBW.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Do you know any? Oh, look!
I well, I do. I know some big women.
Wow, look, there's plenty. I'm looking at shemailbbw.com. I know that that's pretty bad, the shemail part, but that's the name of the site. Well, there's plenty. Okay, learned something today. Sorry. Now, I bookmarked it, right? No, okay. You, three questions that I ask everybody that I talk to, because I kind of I feel like I get a sense of what they're all about when I ask these questions. I don't know why. Unicorns, are they overrated?
Which one?
Unicorns, are they overrated?
Unicorns?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they
they're
are.
overrated. What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Vodka cranberry.
And have you ever been so drunk on vodka cranberry that you fell down? And it's not
Yes.
because of your shoes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. Where can people find you online?
Eva Lin XXX.com. And that's EVALIN XXX.com.
You got a lot of followers on Twitter as well, right?
Yeah.
Do you hang out on Twitter a lot? You do a lot of talking on there?
Sometimes I do. I know I did a lot of talking on Twitter when I was in Colombia, just because I was, when my friends would be working, I would just be tweeting at home, bored.
Where else?
Nobody could understand me because of the language barrier.
Um, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is Ava XXXLIN. That's EVAXXXLIN.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Is there something that you're promoting? You're going to be anywhere?
I will be in San Francisco on the 11th through the 16th. I'll be shooting for kink.com, for tsseduction.com. I do a lot of work with them. And also, I'm going to New York on the 16th until the 23rd. And I'm just going to New York just to hang out.
The TS Seduction site?
Uh huh.
Does everybody work with them? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, no,
okay.
they're very selective with who they put on their site.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people like their site because they have the best girls.
Yeah, there's no fatties on there. I was looking. I'm not saying. I'm just saying they're probably the best girls. Um,
Mhm.
what else?
So you have an attraction for big
Oh
BBW.
my god. Yeah. You're very attractive. Don't get me wrong. But girl, if you weighed like 200 pounds more, fuck. Shit, 100 pounds more. How much do you weigh? Can I ask you that question? That's probably wrong to ask a
Of
lady that
course.
question.
No, no. I'm 130.
Oh. What? When I got okay, can I ask?
130.
When I spoke to Foxy the other day, did you know this?
Uh-huh.
Is Foxy your friend?
Yeah, Foxy's my best friend
Okay.
actually.
Did you talk to her about this? Talking to me?
I haven't spoke to her. I usually speak with her like we won't talk with each other for about a month and then we'll just like go fly somewhere and have a vacation
So you guys are
and
best
we catch
friends.
up. Huh?
So you guys are best friends then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my best friend. I never see that person ever. Like I never talk to him. barely
And
ever.
we do,
And
you end
it's
up
like
like
on.
just flying somewhere and
It's
talking to
wild.
him, right?
Yeah, it's really wild. Um, when you guys have the same publicist, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I got they sent me a bio and everything for her. They didn't send me a bio for you, but they sent which I was kind of thankful for because I felt like when I had the bio, I don't usually get these things, and when I got the bio, I felt like oh here's all the questions laid out, and I didn't have to look stupid like I do today. In that bio, there was like full on like I thought it was hilarious. There's like full on like oh penis size and stuff like that. And I noticed on your website you have your bio and it's not like you don't have like your penis size, but you do have your shoe size. Is
Yeah.
is that something in the transsexual community that everybody wants to know? Is that you know? I don't know.
No, I have my shoe size there just in case one of my fans would like to buy me a pair of
Oh,
Louboutins or
oh, I'm
a
such an
nice pair
idiot.
of heels or boots, then
Fuck,
they know what size to get.
I'm such an idiot. That's so smart. Fuck, I'm gonna put that on my bio.
Why
Okay.
you thought it was like, oh wait,
No,
let's
I don't.
get
I didn't understand it. Like I really did not get it. Like
okay,
I
shoe
get.
size 9, you gotta cut that in half and add an inch, so that must be her penis
No,
size.
I don't. I have no idea. I was really. I was like, why do they put? Why has everybody got their shoe size on here?
Hmm.
Oh, well, I guess I'm stupid. Do you have any questions for me? Ask me something. I,
What's your favorite drink?
oh,
Alcoholic beverage.
I think it's the whiskey. I am an alcoholic. I'll admit that. It's sort of my thing. I do drink beer throughout the day. I do drink a lot of fucking beer, and then I graduate into the whiskey later on in the evening. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, whiskey, and I just drink it straight. Like, if I'm out, I'll probably dilute it a little bit with some Coke so that I don't get stupid.
Yeah.
But that's my favorite alcoholic beverage. Anything else? I
Do you
like
have a
being.
girlfriend?
I have a wife. Hello, I have a wife.
Oh.
This is being recorded and a girlfriend. Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have a wife. Yeah, yeah. What kind of girl do you think I would be into? Fatties, right? My wife is.
BBW.
My wife is. I love it. I love it. I love it. What kind of dudes do you like?
I usually like dark, like fit type of dudes, surfer type.
Like dark, like tan, or dark, like black?
Dark like tan.
Tan. So you're not
Tan.
down for black guy.
I like black guys. I just like them all.
Yeah.
I'm not really big into Asian guys unless they're taller than me,
Um,
because I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'9".
ouch.
But if they were taller than me, then I'm all for it, you know. But it just seems like the only thing with me is that Asian guys have a very feminine presence.
Hmm.
So that just I don't know if it turns me on.
So you like manliness? Yeah.
Yes, I like really manly tattoos,
Yeah, I get it.
just like deep voice. That's
Yeah.
what really turns me on too.
I like the toughness too. I like the toughness. Like I don't like chicks that are fucking soft. Like if they don't
Mhm.
have like scars and shit, that's why I like the big girls because they're like stretch marks and shit and fucking. It's they're just you know what I mean. Like they got to be tough. It's like you know when a big girl takes off her shirt and it's like all stretch marks. Like if she's got to fight somebody and she like pulls off her shirt or something like. No, you know what I love is. Do you need to run? Are you like oh god I gotta get out of this conversation? No, what
No.
I really like is when two fucking kind of big girls, or when just a big girl gets into a fight and like she pulls off her shirt and everybody goes oh, and they're not like oh, they're like oh look at the stretch marks, like that fucking instant boner. Like I'm the guy in the crowd with the boner and everybody else is going oh, you know, and it's a little bit to do with the stretch marks, but a lot to do with everybody else going oh, you know. Oh
Really?
god, I'm a deviant like that. I'm a deviant like that.
I have some stretch marks, I
Shut
think.
up. No,
Yeah.
from what? On your legs?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Did you used to be fat? Look, did you used to be
I
a chubby? Because Filipinos tend to be a little chubby. Like the hot ones. Oh my god.
I used to be chubby.
Yeah. Is that where they're from? Or from when you were younger? So that's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were they
Well,
really prevalent when you were
I
big?
was chubby like maybe 3 years ago.
What was the heaviest that you weighed?
170 or 180.
It's kind of big, yeah. For not really. Like that's not really like you had a
I
little
was
tummy.
sick.
Did
I
you?
was sick.
Yeah. Thick
Yeah,
is the word.
because when black guys just start hounding you and
Yeah.
they're like, "Damn," that's when you know, like, "Oh my God, my backside's getting kind of thicker."
Yeah, the more black dudes love you, the bigger you know you're reaching a limit. Yeah, that's how I judge the girls that I like. Where all the black dudes at? That's where I like to go. Uh, so what do you got? What's a regular day like for you? Like a
A
regular,
regular day.
yeah.
Regular day for me, blogging, tweeting, editing photos. That's
Yeah.
about it. Going to go eat, just doing random things.
Who's that in the background?
Huh?
Who were those people that were talking?
Oh,
Do you have
those
the
are
interns?
people in my apartment.
Oh, okay. If you hear people, it's my stupid intern. Don't say anything. It's like intern's a dickhead. Um, do you want to cut a bumper from our show? Like, hey,
Huh?
you want to cut a little bumper from our show?
Cut a little bumper.
Yeah. Oh god, that sounds weird, right? I'm sorry. Do you want to do like between like tracks on my show? I play these things that where people that I talk to say like, "Hey, this is Ava. You're watching Beneath Everything with Ronnie Rucker," kind of thing.
Okay.
You want to do one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Feel free.
Hi, this is Ava Lin, and you're watching Beneath Everything Radio with Ronnie Rucker.
That's nice. Do you ever go outside without makeup?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
actually prefer not wearing makeup.
Yeah. Do you look good without makeup? Do you feel like you? So you obviously you think you look really good without makeup, yeah.
Well, if you look at my Twitter, I have pictures
What?
there where I
Oh,
take
you
them in
do,
the
yeah.
morning
You do. I did
right
look at
with
those.
makeup.
That's cool. Um, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Um, no, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
Just, my website, www.evalinxxx.com. That's EVALINXXX.com. And my Twitter is AvaXXXLIN.